having a relationship with God necessary or not? Now, for me personally, I always really considered myself more a spiritual. Not that because I don't believe in something more, I believe in a lot of different things when it comes to being grounded in values and in morals. But when it comes to religion, I always kind of found it hard to believe like all the stories, and mostly because of my own personal experiences. So, do you have to be aligned with a religion to have moral grounding and values? I don't think so. What is your take on that? For me, it took most my life to really understand the essence of what God is in my life and how I didn't understand how God couldn't show up in the times that I needed Him most, that I needed that spark, that I needed that light, that I needed that pure vision on what to do, to seek help, to find the friendships and find the family that I knew was out there for me, but I didn't know how to connect with that. I went to church many times as a child, as a teenager, just trying to figure out, what is God and how people could be so excited to find Jesus and God and whatever their essentially background is in religion. It could even be from other religions that I ran into over time where people were practicing like Buddhism or Hinduism and how they had such a spiritual connection. I didn't understand for a very, very long time. And I realized my connection with God always was found in nature. I felt at peace there. I felt that I could speak my mind and there was no judgment. I felt connected. I felt wanted. I felt needed in that space. I felt whole. And that's the same with my relationship with animals. I've had lots of different pets growing up and spending more time with animals, essentially in my childhood, even in my adulthood, than any people. So I had that strong bond with getting to know their feelings, their emotions, and connecting through, you could say, God or spiritual connections through them and understanding them. And I think a lot of it is about patience. A lot of it is about trusting your intuition and letting it lead you. And once I started really listening to my intuition and realizing God cannot force me through doors, I had to willingly walk forward and trust and believe. Did I realize that I've always had a connection with God? But do I need to have faith to believe in God? Again, I don't believe so. I've been reading through the Bible. I have not gotten through it, but over the many times I've been to church, I always felt that I was being preached to. I wasn't really being, really taught, should I say. It was more like pressure to believe and not being opened to believe. So, as I dive into that now, being older and more grounded and definitely spiritual and connected with God, I have those conversations with God, in my own way through my painting and me just speaking to you guys and to enjoying my time amongst nature. And and I don't know where it will evolve from all this in here, and maybe my views won't fully change or I'll really gain any higher insight from this journey. But again, does it affect pretty much everything in your life, or is it okay to be spiritual without a pure, like, religious indoctrination?